All right, sixth graders, welcome back. I'm going to kind of be jumping around with graphs today on this. And what we're looking at, this is from 8-7, and this is solving systems of linear equations. So we're going to have to do some going back to having it always today in y equals mx plus b form, where b is the y-intercept. Oops, it goes off. Where this one is the y-intercept, and the m is the slope. So again, we're going to have to remember that. We're going to find, we're going to first look at example number 1, solving a system by graphing. So we're going to graph each line. So I'm going to try the 1A check. And so I have both of them here, y equals x minus 6 and y equals negative 2x. So those two are already in y equals mx plus b form. So I am going to graph it. So my first point, and this is kind of a small graph, is at a negative 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's my first point. My slope, I can remember, is 1 over 1. So I'm going to go up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. Okay, and again, I could go down 1 over 1. Okay, the next one, and 2, I could connect it and have the arrows. Okay, the next one, my y-intercept, it's 0. There's nothing there that we're adding or subtracting. My slope is a negative 2 over 1. So I'm going down 2, oops, jumped back, down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1. I'm going to go ahead and connect them. And 2, what we're looking at is the solution of this set. So the solution of this set is where they intersect. Okay, so again, it's 1, 2, down 1, 2, 3, 4. So my solution is 2, negative 4 for this. So again, I can look at those two. The next one we're going to try is check 1B. So again, the first one was already in y equals mx plus b form. So my first point goes at a negative 3, 1, 2, 3. My slope is 3 over 1, so I'm going up 1, 2, 3 over 1. 1, 2, 3 over 1. 1, 2, 3 over 1. And I can go down the other way. 1, 2, 3 over 1, 1, 2, 3 over 1. I'm going to connect those lines. And 2, guys, to keep your lines straight, you can go ahead and label them y equals 3x minus 3. Now, how I got this one, this was the first equation here. It was, x plus y, is equal to 1. And this was not in mx plus b form, so I got to get it that way first. So I'm going to minus x from both sides. So now I have y equals negative x plus 1. So that's what I'm going to graph. So my first point is at a positive 1. My slope is down 1 over 1, right there. And this is a small graph. Down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1. So I'm going to connect those lines. And again, your solution to the equation is where they intersect for this. And on this one, it looks like it's at, yep, this graph's really small, but my solution is 1, 0. Okay, so that's like example 1. Graphing the two lines, making sure they're in y equals mx plus b form, figuring out where they cross, that's the solution to this set. Okay, now I'm going to take a look at example 2. So I'm going to jump down here, and here we're either going to have parallel lines, and when they're parallel, they never cross, so it's going to be no solution. Otherwise, they're going to be the exact same line. which means they cross all the way. So that's an infinity amount of solutions. So that's what's going to kind of happen in these two. So the first line was y equals x minus 6. That's already in mx plus b form, so I'm going to graph it. I'm going to go down 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops. And then my slope's up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. Okay, so I'm going to connect that there. My second one is x minus y equals 6. Well, this is not in mx plus b form yet, so I'm going to solve it, subtract x. So I have negative y equals negative x plus 6, but I'm going to change it to positive y, x plus 6 for this. So again, this one, oops, this is minus 6. So if I graphed this one, it would be the exact same line, a point at negative 6, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. So they're the exact same line. So in this answer, it's infinity. You know what I mean? They're the exact same lines. The solutions go on forever because they're the exact same line. And that was check 2A. Let's check 2B then. And this is, the first line is y equals x plus 4. So again, my y-intercept is 1, 2, 3, 4. My y-intercept is up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, or down 1. Okay, so I'm going to connect it. That's my first line. My second line is y equals x. So on this one, again, my y-intercept is 0. My slope is up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. Okay, so you can see these lines are parallel. They have the exact same slope. So this one, there are no solutions. At no point are they going to cross. So again, if they have the same slope, guys, but different y-intercepts like B, they'll be parallel. If they're the exact same line like A, then there's an infinite amount of solutions. So again, we kind of have like the first example where the lines cross at a certain point. This would be the answer, the point where they intersect. And in these ones, these are the answers here, infinite or no solutions. The last type I'm going to look at is like the check 3. Okay, the check 3. And this is kind of solving it first. So we're going to write two equations first. So you can look at example 3. I'm going to try the check. Find two numbers with a difference of 2. So a difference, and that is equal to 2. The next one is and a sum of negative 8. Okay, so again, these both don't have, these both are not in y equals mx plus b form, so I'm going to solve for that first. So again, subtract x, I have negative y, negative x plus 2, or y equals x minus 2. On this one, subtract x, I have y equals negative x plus, oops, or minus 8 I could do. I'm going to write it a little bit farther over. Uh-oh. There we go. Move it over a little bit for us. Y equals negative x minus 8. So I'm going to go up and graph these kind of up at the top. So y equals x minus 2 here. Y equals x minus 2. So again, negative 2, I go up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1. That's my first line. The next line was, I got to go back and look. Oops. Uh-oh. Y equals negative x minus 8. Y equals negative x minus 8. So again, I start out at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hopefully your graphs are a little bit bigger. I can go, oops, down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1. I'm also going to go up 1 over 1 because I know this is where they're going to intersect here. So again, these are the two lines. Oops. Try to make them as straight as possible. And the answer is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the answer, or the point where they cross, is negative 3, negative 5. So the only kind of difference on that one is being able to set up the equation for that. So now that you've done that, you can try at least 2 examples from you know what I mean? Try 2 problems like each example. So you should have a total of 6 and come to class with